Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to the Scantool Network. So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Xtool D9 Pro kit, which you see on the table right here. First of all, we're going to be taking a look at the box contents, then we'll get it into a vehicle, see what the tool can do, and see how it performs against other tools that are this tool's direct competitor. Now, if you are interested in this tool, there are fakes, there are clones on the market. So what I will say is please use the links in the description below this video, because the fakes, the clones, they can damage your vehicle. They won't work as well as they're supposed to, and you will still pay a lot of money for those fakes and clones. So first of all, we'll take a look at what's inside the box. Obviously, we've got the main unit here. This is the VCI, which plugs into the diagnostic port of the vehicle, and then a Bluetooth connection is created between this VCI box and this tablet here. Then inside the box, we've got a packaging list, a certificate of quality, and a user manual. And then in these sections here, we have charging cables and a lot of OBD1 cables. You can see we've got a lot of different OBD1 connectors here. I'll put the full list of all of these connectors in the description below this video. And also you can see we've got like battery terminals and other sort of miscellaneous cables which connect to the VCI or the tablet itself. So let's get into the vehicle and see this tool working. So first of all, we'll plug this plug into the OBD2 port of the vehicle, and then you'll see this particular VCI start to light up, and then it should create a connection with the tablet. And then once you see this Bluetooth logo with the green tick next to it, that means it is connected to the VCI. So this is the home screen of the diagnostic package, and we're in an Audi A6 at the moment. We do have a few flashing warning lights or other warning lights on the dashboard there, and we'll come to those in a moment. But what is, if I was to summarize the Xtool D9 Pro to somebody, what would I say? I would say it's a professional automotive OBD2 package that covers all makes and models. It does a huge range of special services, special functions. It also does coding as well that other tools cannot match. It is expensive. It's more expensive than the likes of the other tools that Xtool do, the D7 and the D8, but this does pack an altogether more powerful punch. So if you wanted to buy this, as I say, I've put the link in the description below this video. That is where you can pick up the genuine and official product, because fakes and clones do exist. Don't go down that route, because they can damage your vehicle. At the price of making this video, I think this is £1,699. So convert that to US dollars, and it'd be impossible for me to give you a price now because the price fluctuates. But even that price that I'm giving you, that is subject to going up and down depending on certain market conditions. So how is it powered? Well, you can see we don't have any batteries connected to this. We don't have it plugged in and the screen is on. That is because it does have quite a large internal battery. In fact, I might have, no, I haven't got it. I thought I might have had the information to hand, but I haven't got it to hand. But it's quite a powerful battery. We've been using this tool for quite a long time. Actually, it's on 89%, so it will last a long time. It'll certainly probably last a week in a workshop without needing a charge, and that is if you're using it constantly. So which manufacturers are provided or included? So what we'll do is we'll go to diagnosis, and then what we can do is you can either scroll along the top for a European or Asian American, or you can just look at a full list of them. So these are the European models. Notice we've got like some high-end stuff like even Bugatti, but Bentley, Porsche, Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini, Aston Martin. So those are the Europeans. Then we go to Asia, all of the usuals, America, all of the usuals, and China as well. Now, incidentally, if you do see a round circle with a white arrow inside it, that means an update is available for this specific manufacturer. So I'll come to updates in a moment though, but it's very easy to do. Okay, so those are the manufacturers, and when it comes to sort of what systems are included, you can assume that this will cover all systems within these vehicles. So we're in an Audi right now, and what we'll do is we need to find Audi. Probably go mad. There we go, Audi. It's an Audi A6, so we can go system selection, full system diagnosis, and what it's going to do is it's going to present you with a list of every single system that it can connect to in that vehicle. So this is quite a large list of systems, should I say. It has a huge range of systems in this vehicle, so depending on what vehicle you actually hook it up to will depend on what you see on this screen here. So those are the systems that it will cover. It'll cover everything in that vehicle. Whatever vehicle you've got, assume it'll cover it, okay? And when it comes to what information it will give you when you get a fault, so as an example here, we've got a flashing glow plug light on this vehicle here. So if we click into engine electronics, flashing glow plug doesn't necessarily mean it's a problem with glow plugs. It's an electrical engine fault. So we go read trouble code, and we got fuel injector cylinder 1 open circuit. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to go to clear trouble code, and when I do that, keep an eye on this warning light here. And there we go, it's completely gone off. And the same can be said, we've got the airbag light on as well, if you can see that. So we'll find the airbag system. And then we go to read trouble code. There we go, there was a fault with the, there was an unclipped connection underneath the passenger's seat. You can either go back and click trouble code, or you can click on it here, clear trouble code. And keep an eye on the airbag light when I do this. Should go off any second. There we go, passenger airbag is on and the warning light is off. Okay, so that is just a bit of information on what kind of information you'll get when it comes to getting a fault code. Now when it comes to special functions or service functions, that generally depends on the specific vehicle, but if we click into this section here, special function, this gives you a long list of service functions that you can do. So you can do like open and close the calipers, electronic park and brake, DPF regeneration, new battery registration, AdBlue reset, oil service reset, key programming, injector coding, ABS brake bleeding, seat matching, airbag reset, VGT relearn, stop starts, ECU configurations. It does a huge range of special and service functions. And not only that, but you can do like coding as well. So if we go back to Audi, I'm going to go to system selection, just go full system diagnosis, engine electronics, and then we go to coding. And what you can do is you can code sort of any sort of module or system to the vehicle. So if you've got like an ABS module that you need to diagnose, ABS system that you need to code, we'll go 2016. There we go. So if we go code, manual mode, there we go, you can do coding on lots of different systems. So it really does have a huge range of capabilities, if you like. Okay, so those are special functions. It codes absolutely everything. I've showed you what it does when you get a fault code and how it'll sort of clear it. Does it give live data? It does. It'll give live data on all aspects of the vehicle. So whether you want live data on your engine or your ABS system or any other system, what I'm going to do is go into engine electronics. I'm going to show you the type of live data that it will show you. This thing will do absolutely every single thing. If you can dream up any sort of live data that you want to get, this will do it. So if we go to the data, so it's going to give you, this list goes on, and I think there's about 400 or 500 options within this list. So I'm just going to slowly show you and give you an idea of some of the live data that you can expect. So the engine is running at the moment, and you know, you've got certain temperatures like engine temperature, you can get transmission temperature, lots of other bits of information. You can get DPF live data. I'm working my way to one particular bit of live data. So here we go, particulate filler. since last regeneration, it's giving us this in seconds. But then we've got ash volume, calculated soot mass measured, kilometers since last regeneration, and this list goes on and on and on. One thing I do want to show you though is I think it's like 100 and something. Vehicle distance driven. So this is a direct reading from the ECU, not the speedometer cluster. So it'll give you information as to whether the vehicle that you're using has actually been clocked or the mileage is correct. So this tells us that the vehicle distance driven is 151,000 kilometers, which does roughly equate to 93,941 miles. So this is in miles, that is. So it's a good little additional bit of information to have, but honestly I could go on, and this is just the engine system for live data. It gives you so much more live data for like different parts of the vehicle. It's just going to be impossible for me to show you everything in like such a short space of time. So it is a touch screen. It's a bi-directional scan tool. So what you can do is let's have an example here. Can we go to the passenger door? Adjustment seat. Passenger door electronics, could that be it? I'm doing this for the first time, by the way, but you can sort of test motors. That's what a bi-directional scan tool will do. It'll allow you to sort of test certain functions. So say if you had a problem with the window and the window wasn't going up and down, well then you could do an activation test on it or an actuation test. So it gives you information as to whether it'll be the switch or whether it'll be the motor that's at fault. So we'll go actuation test. Central locking. So it's locking the door. It's running a test on that. Then we go next. Testing mirror functions. So you can't see what's going on, but I can see this passenger mirror is moving up and down, so that it is testing it. It's testing the mirrors. It's testing the lighting. Yeah, the lights are coming on, I can see on the door there. The lower window regulator. So you can hear that window coming down now. And then it should put it back up. Raising window regulator. And there we go. So that gives you an idea, and you can do that all around the vehicle. I don't want to go into that too much, but it's a bi-directional tool. It also obviously covers OBD1 vehicles as well. So as we saw earlier, we've got the full packet of OBD1 connectors. It's a touch screen. There were no buttons on anywhere other than the top here. Sorry, I'll show you that there. So that's the top. What else? Updates. Right, updates is quite an important one. Updates for this tool are free for the first 3 years. After that, the updates are £399 per year, but you're under no obligation at all to go ahead with the updates. The tool will still work as you previously left it up until the point of when it then needs new updates. So you get free updates for the first 3 years, then it's £399 per year to update. Oh no, sorry, that's for another 3 years worth of updates. Yeah, I'll double check that and I'll put it in the description below. I'm sure it's for the next 3 years, so let me double check that. But it still works whether you choose to go ahead with the updates or not. How does it compare to the D8 scan tool, which is the tool which is like below this and is probably about half the price? It does a lot more. It all really depends on whether you want if you want the extra functions of the D9 Pro or not. I've got a sheet here which gives us a bit of information. I'm sorry I don't have anything like to show you on the computer, but if I show you, this is the D8 and this is the D9, so it'll show you the things that both tools will do and only the D9 will do. So it'll all do basic diagnostic functions like read codes, clear codes, freeze frame data, actuation tests. They'll do full system diagnose, you know, like special functions. So all of the special functions that you can see are like on this bit here. So you know, your things like DPF regeneration, battery registration. From what you can see here, both of these tools do both of them. All right. The main difference between the D8 and the D9 is the coding section. So you can see where we've got no to all of these. This is where the D9 Pro will excel. So it will do your AdBlue resets, your EGR relearns, it'll do VGT relearn, air conditioning relearn, it'll do all sorts of odometer, it'll do an odometer read as we saw earlier. Lots more adaptions as well that the D8 can't do. So this really is like a proper high-end package that garages and workshops really should probably have access to. It can print faults. You can get technical support just by clicking this tab here. You can do remote assistance so that the engineers can do something to your tool if you're having an issue, but you need to go through the technical support tab in order to speak to them if you've got an issue. Languages, it does all sorts of languages, so you can see here got lots of languages all pre-installed to the tool. Box has instructions, and is this easy to use? I would say if you've never used a diagnostic tool before, then maybe there are other tools. Certainly if you're using this diagnosis section, then it's very, very easy to use. There are other tools that, you know, can also be quite easy to use and cost a lot less money. But if you're wanting I guess if you're looking at this package, you've probably got experience with a scan tool already, and you're looking for something maybe for your workshop or your garage that can cater for all vehicles and all potential problems and, you know, situations where you need to do some coding. So it's very easy to use for a beginner, but it also has very advanced options for more advanced people as well, and people who've got experience with using these. Other icon menus, well, we've got the settings. You can automatically scan the vehicle, so no matter what vehicle you're connected to, you just click auto scan and it'll just sort of go through everything and tell you what you can start diagnosing and what you can start coding, if you like. So there we go, we just go, and there we go, it's telling us we can start coding, we can do programming, we can do full diagnosis, we can do common special functions and features, ECU configurations, etc. It does double up as a tablet as well, so you know, you could press is it the home button? Yeah, and it's like an Android device, so you can download apps or games or whatever you need to on here as well. And delivery should be no more than 2 days, so so long as you use the link in the description below this video. Okay, so that is about it, guys. I'm sure there's a lot more that I haven't covered. You know, there's so much more to this tool. You can add an endoscope as well. There's so much more to this tool that I can cover in a 20-minute video, but you know, hopefully it's given you a little bit of an idea about how this tool functions, how it works, and the basics of the tool and what it can potentially do for your situation, whether it be your home vehicles or your garage, your workshop, your fleet of vehicles, or whatever it is you need to hook this tool up to. Guys, I'll pop the link in the description below this video. As I say, that is where you'll get the genuine and official product. You know, fakes and clones, they do exist. They can damage your vehicle, so I would highly recommend staying away from those. Make sure you use the link, and that is where you're going to get the best price and the genuine product as well. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.